The first question, Rajan purchased a geometry box for rupees so much, a color box for so much, and a register for so much. What amount did he pay to the shopkeeper? What have you to do? Yes, who will tell me? Raise your hand if you know the answer. Okay, Rakshit, tell me, dear.
Miss, we have to add all the three numbers.
Excellent. Please unmute. Please mute yourself. Okay. So
Yes.
when you buy many things from a shop or the market or anything, you just need to total up all the numbers in order to get the amount that has to be paid to the shopkeeper. Okay. So these three numbers are to be added. The only thing is these are decimal numbers. So when you write them one below the other, you have to just keep a few things in mind. That is, the decimal point of all the numbers needs to be aligned, means in the same line. So how you place the numbers one below the other is very important. We have already done addition and subtraction and simplification of numbers in the previous exercise. Okay. So that's that. Then we go to question 2. Sakshi bought so many meters, so many centimeters cloth for her shirt and so much for her trousers. What is the total length of cloth bought by her? So here again we have a similar type of a question. For the shirt, the length is given. For the trousers, the length of the cloth that she bought is given, and you need to find the total length. So obviously the total will be the addition of both the numbers, the sum of both the numbers. Now in this, what you have to keep in mind is when you write the numbers meters and centimeters, you have to remember that 1 meter has 100 centimeters. Means after the meter, for the centimeter, there needs to be 2 digits. In the first number, we already have 2 digits. It is 3 meters, 28 centimeters. So there is 2 digits for the centimeter. But in the second number, there is only 1 digit for centimeters. It is 2 meters, 7 centimeters. 1 digit, 7 centimeters. So we need to make it a double digit. Okay. Because between meters and centimeters, there is one more column called decimeter. Okay. We have learned this in metric system last year. So after the meter column, there is a decimeter column and then centimeter column. So when you write this 2 meters, 7 centimeters, you will write 2 in the meters column and 0 in the decimeter and 7 in the centimeter column. So ultimately the number will become 207. Question number 3. A bag contains so many kg, so many grams of rice, and the mass of the empty bag is so many grams. Mass means again weight only over here. So with the rice means the weight of the rice is so much. Okay. And the empty bag weight is 860 grams. What is the weight of the bag filled with rice? So along with that rice, how much is the weight? Now this is again common sense that the total weight of the bag will be the total of the empty bag, weight of the empty bag and the weight of the rice combined. So again you have to add. Now similarly, like the second question, here you have to keep in mind that grams will have 3 digits because after kg you have the column called hectogram, then you have the column called decagram, then you have grams. So from kg to gram there are 3 digits in between. So when you write 95 kg 80 grams, 80 will become 080, and 860 grams is already in 3 digits, so you don't have to worry. But in the first number, the grams is a 2 digit number, you need to make it 3 digits. I already explained why. Now we go to question number 4. Distance between Delhi and Meerut is so many kilometers, and the distance between Meerut and Muzaffarnagar is so many kilometers. What is the distance between Delhi and Muzaffarnagar? So here what is happening is there are three places. Okay. So first you are going from Delhi to Meerut, the distance is given, and then you are going from Meerut to Muzaffarnagar. So if you are going in two slots, then the distance is given. Now what if you are going at one stretch from Delhi to Muzaffarnagar? Then obviously it will be the total of both of these numbers. So again you need to add. Now if you look at both the numbers, in the first number meters has a 3-digit number, and in the second number meter is just a 2-digit number, 85. Here also meter needs to be a 3-digit number because between kilometer and meters we still have two more columns. So after kilometer what do you have? Hectometer, decameter, then meter. So below 850 of the first number, when you write 85 meters as a 3-digit number, it will become 085. So when you write the second number 56 kilometers, your meters will be 085. Next, question number 5. Divya purchased a book worth so many rupees and a set of notebooks worth so many rupees. She gave a 2000 rupee note to the shopkeeper. How much money did she get back? Now this is again a simple type of a question. You've been dealing with these type of questions whenever you must have been asked to go to the shop to buy something by your mother. So first you find out the total of the money that has to be paid to the shopkeeper, and you can get that by adding up the value of the book and the notebook. So when you add up the first and the second number, you will know the amount that has to be paid to the shopkeeper. And then from the money that you give the shopkeeper, you will deduct that amount because that is the amount that the shopkeeper will return to you. So from 2000, you subtract the sum of the first two numbers and you'll arrive at your answer. Next, the weight of a gas cylinder filled with gas is so much, means along with the gas in it, the gas cylinder, the total weight of the gas is so much. If the weight of the gas contained in it is so much, so now in that gas cylinder, how much of gas is there? So much, 17 kg, 80 grams. Find the weight of the empty cylinder. So if the gas is used up, then how much will be the weight of the empty cylinder? So first of all, we know the total weight of the gas plus the cylinder. And now if the gas goes away, means if the gas is used up, consumed, then what will be the weight of the empty cylinder? So what are we to do? Yes, we have to subtract. So from 32 kg, 200 grams, you need to subtract 17 kg, 80 grams. Now if you look at grams, it is only a double-digit number. So you need to make it a 3-digit number by putting a 0 before the 80. So it will become 17 kg, 080 grams. Next, number 7. Stuti went to the market with so many rupees in cash. Out of this money, she purchased one frock, one toy, and one bag costing so many and so many rupees respectively. How much money is left with her? Now this is quite similar to the 5th one. But here, instead of buying 2 things, she's buying 3 things. She's buying a frock, a toy, and a bag. And this word respectively tells that these numbers are to be allotted to that list in the same order. Means the first number means rupees 675.85 is the cost of the frock, because frock is the first item in the list. The second item in the list is toys. So the cost of the toy is the second number, rupees 318. Then the third number is the cost of the bag. Okay, so the word respectively means there will be 2 lists given and you will allot them in the proper order. The first thing in the first list will be the first thing in the second list. Okay, that's how it means. Now you add up all these things that she's buying from the market, and from the 3,000 that she had with her, you subtract the amount that she spent. So you'll get how much money is left with her. Next, number 8. The total weight of a bag containing so many kg and so many grams of potatoes and so many kg, so many grams of melon is so much. Means in one bag, there is so much potatoes and so many kg melons. Okay, and the total weight of the bag is this much. How much is the weight of the empty bag? So we know that in the bag, so many potatoes are there and so many melons are there. So we will remove the potatoes and the melons, and then you can weigh the bag. If you actually had the bag, you could do that. But here we don't have the bag. We just have a word problem. Okay. So what are we to do? We are supposed to remove the potatoes and the melons from the bag so that we know the weight of the empty bag. So in math, how will we remove it? By subtracting. So if both of these are to be subtracted from the total weight, we don't do two subtractions. We'll first add up both of these numbers, the weight of the potatoes and the weight of the melon, and then that sum we will subtract from the total weight, which is 44 kg 200 grams, and that will be the weight of the empty bag. Now here again, the weight of the melon grams is a 2-digit number. You make it 3-digit by adding a 0 before 80. So it will become 080 grams. Okay. It still remains 80 grams only. 080 also is 80. We are not changing the value of the number. Yes. But if we write the 0 at the other side, if we write 80 and then a 0, it becomes 800 grams, which will be wrong. That means we are increasing the number. Next, if the school bags of Divya and Rahul weigh so many and so many grams, kgs respectively, whose bag is heavier and by how much? So the weights of Divya's and Rahul's bags are given. Now here again the word respectively, meaning the 8 kg and 60 gram. It belongs to whom? It belongs to Divya because that is the first name. And the second weight, 6 kg 275 grams, that belongs to Rahul. So if we compare both of these numbers, we can see that 8 kg is a bigger number, meaning Divya's bag is heavier. But that is not the only question which is asked. They have asked also by how much, means kitna heavy hai Divya ka bag Rahul ke bag se kitna zyada heavy hai. So what would you do? You would subtract, obviously. So from the first number 8 kg 60 grams, you subtract the second number. Now here again the grams is a 2-digit number. You make it 3-digit by putting a 0 before the 6. Now we go to number 10. The distance between Naman's office and his house is 19 kilometers. So if Naman has to go from his office to his house, he has to travel 19 kilometers. Now how does he go? He covers so many kilometers, so many meters by scooter, so many kilometers, so many meters by bus, and the rest on foot. So he doesn't go his whole journey by the same vehicle. Okay, so part of it goes by scooter, part of it by bus, and the remaining goes on foot. So we need to find out how much distance does he cover by walking. So how much does he walk? So first we add up the distance that he goes by scooter and by bus, because that much is already covered, and the remaining we want to know. So first we add up how much he has traveled by bus and scooter, add them up, and that you will subtract from the total distance, and you'll know how much he has to walk to the office. Next, there was an electric wire of length 100 meters. So there's a wire whose length is 100 meters. Out of it, 3 pieces of length, so much, so much, and so much were cut off. So there are 3 pieces cut off. Now in this question, there is a problem. In between this 18 centimeter and 18 meter, they have forgotten to give the word and. So let me read it for you. Let me read it for you. there was an electric wire of length 100 meters. Out of it, 3 pieces of length 26 meters 85 centimeter, comma, that's the first number. 3 meters 18 centimeters, that is the second number. And after this, there should be the word and 18 meters 70 centimeter were cut off. Okay, so just the second and the third number have not been separated by the word and. What is the length of the remaining wire? So if you have a long piece of wire and if you keep cutting something from it, means it keeps becoming less and less, meaning you need to subtract. So instead of we subtracting 3 times, because 3 pieces are cut, so we don't subtract 3 times, we will add up all the 3 numbers which are to be subtracted. Okay, the 3 pieces that were cut off. So you write these 3 numbers, add them up, and then you subtract it from 100 meters. So you know that that's the wire which is left. Now we go to question number 12. A bag contained so many kgs, so many grams of wheat. So there is so much wheat in a bag. There was a consumption of 36 kg, 450 grams, so many kg, so many grams, and so many kg, so many grams during 3 months. Consumption means use. Okay, means so much was consumed, eaten. Okay, used up. So the consumption, how much was eaten in 3 months, the numbers are given. 3 different numbers are given. And how much wheat remains in the bag? It is very similar to number 11. So if it is used, means that much becomes less and less in the bag. So first you add up all the 3 numbers which are consumed. Okay, so you add them up and the total you subtract from the wheat which was there in the bag, which is 98 kg 300 grams. And you will get to know how much remains in the bag. And the last question, out of 260 liters of milk, a milkman sold so much, so much, so much, and so much. How much milk is left with him? Now again, this is similar to the previous one. The only difference is that in the previous one, the consumption of 3 months was given. Here, how much he is selling, 4 different quantities are given. He sold one quantity is 36 liters 500 ml. Second quantity is 75 liters 750 ml. Third quantity is 68 liters 400 ml. And the fourth quantity is 42 liters 850 ml. So you will add up all these 4 numbers because that is the milk which is sold. When he sells it, obviously that will keep reducing from the amount of milk, quantity of milk that he already has. Okay, so first to add up how much he's selling, find out the total milk, which is quantity of milk sold by him, and then you subtract it from 260 liters because that was the quantity that he had initially. You'll get how much milk is left with him. Now in all these word problems, you are also to write statements. Now writing statements is not rocket science because you just have to write information regarding the number that you write after the equal to sign. Say for example, I'll go to the last one which we just finished because it is fresh in your mind. So first of all, we'll write a statement for 260 liters of milk. What is this 260? It is liters of milk. So you can just say total liters of milk equals 260, or you can write the total quantity of milk equals 260 liters, or quantity of milk a milkman had 260 liters. So there can be a variety of statements. Okay, so if I have sent a particular statement, it does not mean that is the only way in which it can be written. Statements can be written in a wide variety of ways. So however you can think it up, you can write as long as it is conveying the correct meaning. So whatever that number is telling, you have to write that as a statement. Now, what are these other 4 numbers? That is the quantities which he sold. So if you don't want to write them separately, you can make a common statement for the remaining 4 numbers. You can simply say the total quantity of milk the milkman sold, and then you add up these numbers and write it in that statement. And your question, how much milk is left with him? Whenever you are answering to the question asked in the word problem, you have to write it as a therefore statement. And what will your therefore statement be here? Therefore, the quantity of milk left with him. Usually, the words that we will need to write the statement will be given in the word problem. You have to just read your word problem carefully till you understand it. So your therefore statement here will be, therefore the quantity of milk left with him. You see, most of the words are from here itself. Now we go to number 12. A bag contains so much kg, so much grams of wheat. So what is this? Quantity of wheat a bag contained. So only the word quantity I used from my pocket. All the other words are given here. And then the total consumption during 3 months. This can be your second statement where you will write the total of all these three numbers. And finally, how much wheat remains in the bag? This will be your therefore statement. Therefore, the quantity of wheat which remains in the bag or remaining in the bag. That's the way you would write the therefore statement for number 12. So you can try writing the statements. I have solved all these questions. I will be sending them to you